First of all, it's quite a sunny morning, and this is tinted glass, and I just wanted to take all this debris off this frame here. It's very dusty here. I work on these two windows here. They're probably going to be in sight somewhere, who knows. I only know when I watch it back. But let's just get this debris out. I'll just use a normal dustpan and brush here. Right, so I've got my washer, and I've got a 16-inch squeegee, and I want to put the soap directly to the glass, and it's a little bit hazy, so the windows probably won't steam off, but there is still some sunlight, but it's not too warm. Saturated washer, buckets down on the floor. Let's just quickly rub this in. This is just Aldi soap. Right, so now this is quite a big pain here, but because the windows are difficult to work on due to the very thin rubber sill, very easy for the squeegee to ride up over and leave a detail mark. I'm going to scale back my size, but I still want to be working tooling technique and saturating this washer with the washer on the glass, not soaping them right up to the edge of the frames because that will cause drips. Just going to put my squeegee in the right place at the right time, and just really slowing down because I'm looking for 100% results, and that will make me overall very efficient and effective. So just be careful with this top edge here. Don't want that too wet. I'm going to put my squeegee again in the right place at the right time. Now I'm really going carefully slow, precise. There's some cars going into the car park. But when I'm being slow and precise, I'm being accurate, and that means I'm going to have the last chance of making the mistakes. Again, moving on. Put the squeegee in the right place at the right time, hitting the edges, hitting the frame and the sill. Take that excess off, come down. So I'm using the right size tool for the right type of glass or frame that I'm working on. I'm not going to start in the middle, I'm going to start on the edge, and just be very, very careful not to ride up over the rubber seal here. Put the squeegee in the right place at the right time. Really I want to be closing out to the bottom, and then I can take the excess off, and again I'm looking for those 100% results. Okay, so we're on a different job. Again, tinted windows. Let's have that soap first. Do some dusting. Now this frame here is different to the frame at the top. So that means, because it's a different frame, this window is easier to work on than this window. So this is what I talk about being an adaptive and evolving window cleaner. Let's just rub that soap in, get it nice and even, both sides of the washer. I'll use my smaller squeegee up here because it's got a very thin rubber seal to it. There was fingerprints here, but because I use this really soapy, wet solution, I'm hoping just a little scrub with my washer, it's took it off. Okay, so this is the benefit of working with easy windows. So, I've got my washer, 22-inch washer, and now this window is easy to work on. I can put my 22-inch liquidator. I don't even have to look what I'm doing to get my 100% detail-free results. And you can work less hard, get less movement, still a high quality. So I'm adapting, evolving, using the right type of tool for the right type of window. This is the same job. We've got someone with a blower over there, so sound quality might be bad. This job has 3 different types of frames to it. One with a really thin rubber seal. These windows here have got a thicker rubber seal, so I can go a bit faster, and with my squeegee. And the other window doesn't have a rubber seal for it at all, so I can use a 22-inch squeegee for that. So I'm going to shut up and just clean these windows. They've got quite a lot of fingerprints, but I think the fingerprints are on the inside. And because I went quite forcefully on here, I wanted to take that excess off my gloves so I don't get any drip. Okay, so I can go a bit quicker with these squeegee, 16-inch tinted window, so I made sure that the window was lubricated, and now we've got the zero detail results. Right, so now the sun's coming out, that means the windows are going to start steaming off. Different type of window frame here to here, so I'm going to use my 16-inch here. Should have enough chance for this window to stay moist. There we go. Okay, so I can now concentrate getting this larger pane wetted up, and fingerprints here, but not too bad, so I don't need to use my scrub gloves. But it's very dusty and dirty, so overall, so let's make sure there's no debris on my rubber. We need to be quick. There we go. Let's put the soap on. We're in the shade of the trees, so that helps me with these tinted windows. Just take this excess off. So I like to take as much excess of the dirt and dust off first, because it's easier to clean after all the soap solution hits the frames. It just creates a load of mud. Right, so again, these frames here are different again. So it's 3 different types of frames. Frame up here is different to this and different to the doors. So these windows here are harder to work on again, and it's probably not advisable for me to use a 22-inch squeegee, but I usually do use a 22-inch squeegee. The bigger the squeegee, the more likelihood you're going to make mistakes. We want to avoid the mistakes as much as possible. So this top window, I'm going to use a 16, and I'm not touching the frames. So first of all, I don't want to get this washer too dirty. I'm going to use my squeegee to go right up to the edge. Okay, that's done. Right, I've got this nice soapy solution. Now, a little tip is, the window isn't tinted. This is tinted, but it's not too sunny. If you do want to use a bigger squeegee, my tip would be, put a little bit of pressure on here, on the top edge, to give you the best contact to the edge. And look, we can do it in a minimal move. But honestly, guys, don't deal with a 22-inch squeegee liquidator. Far too difficult to use. This window size here is just big enough for minimum move. The best move in the business. Right size tool for the right size pane of glass. Right, this tool will fit exactly in this pane of glass. So we're going to cut up, take the top edge out, come all the way bottom. Now I've angled my squeegee so it's nice and flat, and in fact it's inverted, so I can close out. And what that means is no mistakes at the bottom and a nice clean frame. Lovely. So again, being adaptable, use the most versatile and adaptable squeegee for the angles, use the most precise squeegee, use the best precise techniques, and you don't have to work fast to be super quick. So I could have used a bigger squeegee on that big pane, but the bigger squeegee and the harder the pane to work on due to the frames and the seals, I always suggest scale down your squeegee size, aim for those 100% results, and maybe do a little bit more travel with your squeegee, but you won't regret it. We've got a bit of an issue here with the closeout, very thick frame. There aren't many tools that will cope with this, but we want to get zero detail effect as well, and we've got a thick rubber seal here to contend with. That's a bit abrasive, so I want to take out that corner first. There we go. Come out, close away from that frame, and we're going to close out, and we've got no detail marks, squeegee marks. So all we've got to do is wipe off the excess. So if you're doing many windows like that a day, you're going to want the tool to give you the best results. And this is the job what I did earlier. I just wanted to show you the craftsmanship, the workmanship of the edges. Everywhere it's just, obviously it's dirty on the inside. They're not open yet, but the quality of the window cleaning is very high. Now, we need to look at someone else's work. And what do we see? We see a little bit of marks there. That's passable. We've got a huge detail mark here, a nice wipe here, and that window's completely missed out, because that means you've got to work a little bit harder when you've got only one squeegee to use. We've got detailed marks all over here, and again, loads of swipe marks here. Can you see that? And then these windows are missed, and then we've got some more detail work here. That's like the difference in quality.